Hey guys, it's JaaackJack and welcome back to my channel. So, oh my goodness, it is now March, which means I'm going to talk about my February favorites, so all of the products that I've been loving this past month. So we're just going to get right on into it because I don't want this video to be too long, but I do have a bunch of stuff I want to go over, so we need to hurry. Before we jump into the video, make sure you hit that red subscribe button and the little bell so that way you are notified of future videos and you officially become part of the Little Flower family. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. I have been loving a ton of drugstore stuff. I feel like drugstore brands are just really stepping it up with the quality of their products, and I've just been so impressed. And specifically, my favorite brand of the month has been Wet n Wild. Their products have just been like blowing my mind. So let's talk about my favorite Wet n Wild products first. So the foundation that I've been loving, I'm actually wearing it today, so if you're liking this foundation, this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. I'm in the shade Classic Beige. I really love that this is a creamy, not too drying stick formula with good full coverage. Like, when I see this product on my skin, I would not think that this is a drugstore product. It's such good quality and it's so comfortable on my skin, yet it's matte and full coverage. It doesn't feel heavy and it doesn't feel drying. So I think it's honestly a win-win product. I did try their Photo Focus liquid foundation a few years ago, and I liked that one as well, but if I had to pick one or the other, like the stick one or the liquid, this stick foundation is so much better. Like, I'm not hating on that liquid one, but this one is just incredible and it's so affordable. So if you are looking for a new affordable foundation, definitely give this one a try. Yeah, don't know what else to say, but I've been loving this foundation and it's just so easy to just blend out. I just swipe it on my skin. I take, the brush I've been using is this one from It Cosmetics. This is the Airbrush Foundation, and I just buff the product into my skin and it blends out like a dream. My favorite highlighter for the month has also been from Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Bloom Time. This came out in their 2019 collection as well as their stick foundation, but this is one of their newer highlights and I'm just obsessed with it. I'm wearing it right here. This is like the area where I apply my highlight, right there on my cheekbones and a little bit on my nose and Cupid's bow. But I think it's so pretty and it's not like chunky, glittery. I don't like glittery highlights, and this one is just like that perfect like shimmer and shine without like the glitter. And I think it's such a pretty, flattering color on my skin tone, so I've been obsessed with Bloom Time. And I know it looks pink in here, but it doesn't come off that way like on my skin. It just looks, on my skin, it gives a warm champagne type of highlight color, and I think it's just gorgeous. Again, Wet n Wild is just so affordable, and their products are mostly vegan and 100% cruelty free. So in this video, I wanted to talk about a blush that I've been using a lot, but I have, like, it's kind of like a hit or miss sometimes, and I wanted to talk about this just to give you guys a heads up so that way you're aware. But this is from the Rebel Rose collection, which I love. If you missed the video that I did on the whole Rebel Rose collection, I did this super cool, edgy, almost kind of like gothic type of look, and I'm obsessed with it. I'll leave it linked in the cards for you guys. Go check that out. But I used this blush in that video, and I know, look, this blush is like straight up black, but it like changes. It's like one of those color changing blushes, and it gives like a berry toned color to your skin, and I do love this. Like, in that video it looked beautiful, so I've been wearing it like day to day, and it is pretty, but I feel like you have to like apply a lot of this so you really get that heavy berry color. Otherwise, if you just try to do a light wash of this, it kind of looks like you were punched in the face. Johnny came home and he's like, "Are you covering up a bruise on your face? Like, do you have a bruise on your face?" And I'm like, "What? No, it's just my blush." And he took a picture and showed me. This is an ugly picture, but I'm going to show you guys. That is me wearing the blush and just a light wash, because I did such a natural look that day. I did a light wash of this, and it really did look like I had a bruise on my face. So basically what I'm trying to say is I do like this, but it only works, in my opinion, if you apply a lot of it. So you have like a look like this, something a little more dramatic. That's when this blush actually does work. Okay, I still have some more Wet n Wild goodies I want to share with you. This also was in their 2019 collection. These are their liquid eyeshadows, which have been so much fun to play with. I have been in love with them. There is the cream liquid shadows, which I've never seen a brand do before, but these are matte, like cream shadows. They blend so nicely, but it's a matte color on your lid. This one I use as the transition color. This is in Sand Castles, and it does dry a little bit darker than this, so that's why it's perfect to use in the crease. So I've been loving this, and then I also have one of their metallics and shimmers. The metallic one I have in You Copper Cat, and this is beautiful on the lid, and then the shimmer liquid eyeshadow in Cashmere Love is super pretty for like that little glittery shine on the lid or inner corner or even lower lash line. I know that that can sound a little intimidating, like a liquid eyeshadow, but trust me, they're so easy to work with and blend out, and they dry really nicely, and they don't crack or tighten up on your skin. You know where like some liquid products or cream products on your eyes, they kind of dry and tighten. You don't get that effect with these. Definitely give these a try. Don't be intimidated. If you want to see a tutorial of me using these, I will leave that video linked in the cards. It's my whole like review on the entire Wet n Wild 2019 collection, and at the end I did a little tutorial using everything, and I used these in that tutorial. So my last favorite Wet n Wild product is actually from their Pump collection in collaboration with Casey Ho, aka Blogilates. And I have to be completely honest, I did an unboxing of the whole collection, but when I sat down and started playing with everything, to be honest, I really didn't like that collection. I thought it was kind of a fail. And I feel so bad for saying that because I love Blogilates and I love Wet n Wild, but I really did not like that collection. I wasn't impressed with it at all. But there were like just a few products, like one or two from the collection that I decided to hold on to that I really liked. And this one, this is their connector that you can buy, and you can attach like 2 different products onto here, which I have here, and they're both lip balms. I have Coral Conditioning and Peach Boot Camp. So these are just lip balms. They look like colored lip balms, but they add the sheerest tint to, oops, wrong way. They apply the sheerest tint to your lips, so it's nothing too crazy. So I don't really use this like in combination with makeup. Like I keep this in my skincare drawer, because once I like add my moisturizers at the end of the day or beginning of the day and like my eye creams and everything, I like to put a lip balm on, and I think these are really nice, and they smell like cotton candy. They smell so good. As far as the color, like the color is like whatever, so that's why I never even look to see what color I'm grabbing. It's just like one or the other, because like I said, it's such a sheer tint. I mainly just use it because it's a nice regular hydrating balm. Nothing amazing, but it's just a nice hydrating balm, and it smells so yummy. But if you guys have tried the Pump collection from Wet n Wild, let me know your thoughts. Were there any products that you just fell in love with? Because like I mentioned, it was kind of a miss for me. But if there were products in there that you liked, I'd love to hear how they worked for you. So that was all the Wet n Wild products that I've been loving, but I still have some more drugstore makeup that I've been obsessed with. And I have another foundation along with the Wet n Wild one that I've been using, and this one is from Milani. This is the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I feel like I have tried this before in the past, but I just totally forgot about it. And I picked it up at the beginning of this year, and it wasn't until like, I would say the end of January, mainly February, that I started using this on the daily. And this is such a beautiful foundation. Like, what the heck? It's so full coverage. Like, when you see this on the skin, you would think it's a high-end or luxury brand foundation, because it just has such good coverage and it's so comfortable on the skin. Again, I have drier skin, so I don't want anything that is too drying on my skin, but at the same time I don't want anything greasy and slippery and just wet on my skin either. And I think this one is just a great comfortable coverage, like full coverage foundation. So, and it says foundation and concealer in one. I don't use it as concealer, but applying it all over my face, I have beautiful coverage afterwards. And I'm in the shade Medium Beige, for anyone wondering. But yes, this foundation is a thumbs up. And Milani is also a cruelty-free brand. CoverGirl recently came out with their Full Spectrum collection, which was intended and designed for women of color. So a lot of the products in that collection are more deeper tones. So if you do have a deeper skin tone, definitely check that out. But I have been loving these two eyeshadow palettes from the Full Spectrum collection. We have Posh and then Reverence. So these are just their neutral like brown tones. This one's a little more golden, this one's a little more pinky, but they're all just like overall neutral tones. And I really like using the light matte browns in this palette, and I really like using the light brown matte shades in this palette, which is the Posh one, and then using like the shimmers and the deeper tones in the Reverence palette. I think these are so beautiful. I haven't used CoverGirl in years, but once they announced that they were cruelty-free, I was just so stoked to try out their products again. And oh my gosh, I totally forgot how good CoverGirl is. Like or maybe they've just like bumped up their quality since I've used them last. It's been years, but this is a really good quality eyeshadow palette. The colors are nice and pigmented. There is very little fallout when I use these products. Well, today with this particular eyeshadow look, I'm using both of these palettes. I had zero fallout when doing this eyeshadow look. It's very simple, but I think the colors are beautiful, soft, creamy, buttery eyeshadows, but they're like nice and pigmented and they blend really, really nicely. So check out CoverGirl. Definitely check out CoverGirl, especially now that they are cruelty-free. Makes my heart so happy. My last makeup product, and it's the only high-end product that I've really been loving throughout the month of February, and this is from Mellow. This is the Tinted Brow Gel. I have been getting a lot of compliments on my brows lately, which is weird. I never really get compliments on my brows because I hate doing my brows, and I feel like I always just do them so-so. They're kind of just like whatever. But I've been getting compliments on my brows lately, and this is all I have been using, and I absolutely love it. It's so easy. It is a tinted brow gel. This is in the shade Light Brown. So it has like the mascara one, and you can brush it through your brows and like kind of paint on the product. But I never really liked doing that because it doesn't apply fully, is that the word I'm looking for? Like evenly. It doesn't apply evenly on my brows. So what I've actually been doing is I take this and I take a tiny little angled brush like this. I just grabbed the product and I just grab it from the spoolie here, and then I will go ahead and fill in my brows with this product, but from the brush like this. I feel like they just look so natural. They're really easy to do because this product is just so creamy and just glides on so like effortlessly. And then I use the spoolie to just gently brush it out, and bada bing bada boom, that is what I do for my eyebrows, and I've just been really liking it. So this has been my favorite brow product. So I have one skincare product to share with you guys. This is the I Do Care Straight Radiance Moisturizing Gold Gel Cream. So I have been loving this. This is I believe a Korean brand. Yes, this is a Korean brand. I believe they are cruelty-free. I think I saw on a blog that they said they were cruelty-free, but I'm having a hard time finding an official website for this brand. So if anyone can help me out in the comments below, that'd be super awesome. So as of right now, I think they are cruelty-free. I can't confirm that they are. But this moisturizer is beautiful, and it just feels so amazing on my dry skin. And it's a gel moisturizer, so like I hope this like picks up on camera, but like it's like putty or something. Like it's not drippy. Like if you grab some, it doesn't drip because it's a gel, so it kind of just like hangs there. And then when you apply it, obviously I'm not going to apply it on my face because I got makeup, but hopefully you can see it on my hand. When you apply it, it gives you like this golden glow on your skin, and it's so pretty. So a lot of times when I haven't been wearing makeup, I just put this on and my skin just glows, and I feel beautiful and confident without a lick of makeup. I've never heard of this brand before, but this company just sent a package over to my mailing address, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. I love this moisturizer. I have a new favorite deodorant. Well, it's not the brand I've been using for the longest time, but this scent is new, to me at least. This is the Native deodorant, one of my favorite cruelty-free deodorants. They are so awesome, and it works for Johnny as well. It's kind of like a unisex brand, like men and women can use it. And Johnny's always had, like, he's very particular with his deodorants, and he only buys specific one because obviously he doesn't want to sweat and he doesn't want to smell when he does sweat, and then he doesn't want it to stain his clothes. Like, he's just very particular about his deodorants, and Native deodorant has been his go-to and it's been his favorite. They use very natural ingredients in their deodorants, and they have very like fresh and natural scents. And the scent that I've been using is eucalyptus and mint. Oh my gosh. Smells so good and so fresh. I'm obsessed. And you can finally find this at Target now, which makes me so happy. Before you could only get this online, but now they are at Target, so that's where Johnny and I have been getting ours. Another brand that you can find at Target is Pacifica, and they sent me over these nutritional supplements. It's like this little powder, and you can mix it in with your water. But the one that I wanted to rave about in this video is the Wake Up Beautiful Nighttime Dream Prep. So this one has reishi mushroom, lavender, melatonin, and L-lithium. This is what I've been using for my sleepy time water, and it has been such a game changer. I have the hardest time falling asleep at night. I will be tossing and turning for hours. My mind just can't seem to ever shut up. So I'm just always tossing and turning. So usually about an hour before I want to go to bed, I will have a cup of water with 2 scoops of this in it, and I'll just mix it up and drink that. And literally, like, once I drink that, I'm in an hour, I'm out. As you can see, I'm like almost out of this stuff, so I'm definitely going to be repurchasing this. I highly recommend this if you struggle falling asleep at night like me. It's super yummy too, so it's like one of those things where I don't mind drinking it before I go to bed at night. It's really yummy. And Pacifica is a cruelty-free and vegan brand, and these are vegans, so highly recommend you guys check them out. I think they're super awesome, and again, you can find them at Target. Another random favorite I wanted to share with you guys is a podcast, and you're probably thinking, oh, Jackie's gonna recommend like some like motivational or inspiring type of podcast, right? Well, this podcast is actually to help me improve with my Spanish. It's called Learn Spanish, and I've been listening to this a lot on my drives to like going to church or my meetings or whatever. I listen to this in the car when I'm by myself, and it's very like simple, but I feel like it helps. So for example, I'll show you guys what I mean.
The exit.
La salida. La salida.
The spinach.
La espinaca.
La espinaca.
Thursday.
Viernes.
El jueves.
Nope. Jueves.
The ice cream.
El helado.
El helado.
The mountain.
La montaña.
La montaña.
The side.
El lado.
El lado. So that's just a little glimpse of the app and how it works. It'll say the word in English and then translate it to Spanish. And since I know some Spanish already, I try to test myself. But if I don't know the word, they'll say it and then I'll just repeat it afterwards. And I just keep listening to that. Hopefully that it will be instilled in my memory and I will finally like learn Spanish and be able to have conversations and things like that. And the further you get in this podcast, it'll go to like nouns, adjectives, expression, verbs, and like it just gets harder and harder as you go through here. And so I'm trying to be fluent in Spanish, but I'm struggling so much. I've taken like 2 or 3 years of Spanish in high school. I've taken a year of Spanish in college, and I've lived with my boyfriend and his Spanish speaking family. I go to a bilingual church that I've been going to for the past 2 years that speaks Spanish and English. Why can't I speak Spanish yet? Oh my gosh. I'm really trying though. So that podcast has been a must for me. Next, I want to talk about my favorite YouTubers of the month, and just like last month, I think last month I shared 2 YouTubers, and this month I also have 2 favorite YouTubers that I want to share with you guys. So the first one is Maya Lee. I recently came across her videos. I saw her 5 a.m. She actually does a lot of these like wake up at 5 a.m. productive morning routine. And not that I wake up at 5 a.m. You guys know me. I barely wake up at 7 a.m. But I love watching those. I feel like they're so motivating, and I love seeing how productive she is, because I'm trying to like take mental notes as I watch her videos so that I can implement some of that productivity into my own routines. And because I'm not very much of a morning person. I try, but I'm really not. And watching her videos are very like inspiring, and she's so positive, and she is Christian. She shows like her Bible time or her like morning time with Jesus and things like that, and I think it's so awesome to see another YouTuber openly share their faith, and I love seeing that. So I'm gonna leave her channel linked in the description box for you guys. Go follow her, subscribe, check out some of her videos. I think you guys are really going to like her. She's just so upbeat and positive, and I just love that kind of energy, you know? We need more of that on YouTube, because I feel like YouTube is becoming such a dark place, and we need to bring that light, and we need to encourage more of that kind of energy here on this platform. So definitely go and check her out. And now moving on to my second favorite YouTuber. This is another YouTuber that I found just very recently, and her name is Cindy Latruce. I think that's how you say her last name. But she does a lot of planner and budgeting videos, and that's actually how I found her, was through a budgeting video. It was like in my recommendations, and I was watching that and I was like, oh, she's good. So I started watching more, and I'm like, oh, she's good. Like, I was like taking mental tips, and so after watching her videos, I sat down in my planner and I like figured out my budget for March, and I'm feeling super pumped, and I have like this peace of mind when it comes to like my financial stuff. So her videos definitely helped me out in that area. She is a military wife, so that's also kind of cool to see. I grew up in the military, my dad being in the Marines, so I kind of like hearing some of the things that she's experiencing. So definitely go and check out her videos. I will leave her linked in the description box for you guys as well. I always love finding new people to watch when it comes to like planner stuff, because I'm always changing and growing and evolving in my planner things. So I love getting inspiration from other people to see how they utilize their planners, or how like they stay organized and on track with things. So I find her videos very, very helpful, and she has other types of content too. She's not just specifically a planner YouTuber. She has like vlogs and other content that you can check out. So highly recommend you do. I think you're going to love her. So I will leave her linked below. Okay, you guys, I think that is it for my February favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for my upcoming videos for March. I have some good ones planned out that I'm really excited about, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!